My gosh. Okay, so hello guys, welcome back. There was a trade that was just announced between the Colorado Avalanche and the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I just barely had the time to put on this jersey, get this camera and everything, because this is really the biggest trade of the year. Now, if you don't know, trades can still happen after the trade deadline. The players just cannot play after the deadline, so they can't play during the season, but next season everything is good, and we see a trade between two massive NHL assets between the Colorado Avalanche and the Columbus Blue Jackets that really honestly changes the entire outlook of both teams. So when it comes to this NHL trade between the Avs and the Blue Jackets, who are the trade pieces, what is the trade package, and who do I think wins this trade? Watch till the end for all of the trade details and all of my thoughts, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new. 50% of the people that are watching are not subscribed, so if you like NHL trades, this channel is the place to be. And just imagine my surprise when I'm in bed, waking up, checking Twitter, and seeing just everything go down with this deal and all of the chaos. I try to get this camera going, I put on this jersey, and I'm here. It's like I was in this bed like 5 minutes ago, but we have a big trade to announce between the Avalanche and the Blue Jackets, so let's get into that, shall we? And this is honestly a pretty big deal for both teams. I think changes, especially the defensive side of things for Columbus, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. With the Avalanche, they posted a tweet saying, big news coming, with the graphic saying a trade alert between Columbus and Colorado, and we definitely got a pretty big deal in their hands between both these teams. Now, in my opinion, before we actually get into the trade details, I am pretty perplexed by this trade, especially for the Columbus Blue Jackets. In my opinion, they get absolutely robbed in this deal. And again, going back to the defensive side of things, we see two defensemen traded in this deal, which is interesting, especially for Columbus's direction right now. Although they might not need the best defenseman in the world, they also still could use some assets going into the future. And this is a pretty interesting deal between Colorado and Columbus. Now, Colorado posted the trade details, and they go as follows. And again, this is huge, everyone. We have acquired, and again, it is nuts that this trade actually went down. Joe Sakic is still an animal, but the trade details go as follows. We have acquired Stinger from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they post a graphic saying Bernie to the Colorado Avalanche and Stinger to the Blue Jackets. And this, in my opinion, is just, like, when I saw this trade, I don't know about you guys, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below, but when I saw this trade, I went nuts, man. How did the Avalanche keep getting away with this? They trade Bernie, who is just an younger defenseman, hasn't really proved too much in this league, but in my opinion, from what I've seen from him, he's been just egregious. He's been just eaten alive out there. And in my opinion, with Colorado, he's an expendable guy. They're obviously trying to win the Stanley Cup this season and many more years to come. So obviously, you trade a guy like Bernie, who hasn't really shown too much, especially his defensive play. I mean, this guy cannot control gaps behind his own net. He is clueless. There's just a bit of just dysfunction with his play. He just can't play. I'm sorry to say it. And for Colorado to add a player like Stinger, who brings a massive punch, electric player out there, brings big hits, does all he wants to do. Yes, he is older, but at the same time, for Colorado, this is an easy trade to make. For Columbus, you get rid of a top 4 D-man who is so influential on your team. For a guy who's proven nothing at the NHL level over the past couple of seasons, has done awfully. I know he's 23 years of age, but at the same time, I mean, those are 23 years in dog years, so I don't think it's really going to be all too impactful when he goes to the Blue Jackets. Meanwhile, Stinger is a guy that's just going to be so, just such a pest, such an absolute monster out there, and I don't get what Columbus is doing here. I mean, Jarmo Kekalainen, I don't know what you are made. What is the plan? I need to know the plan, Jarmo. This is the worst trade I've ever seen. I'm just live reacting to it with you guys, obviously. But you trade a player like Stinger, who was your team captain, was so influential, and brings such a big punch. He's not even that old. I mean, I don't even get what Columbus is doing right now. I mean, obviously, you can kind of tell who I think wins this trade, my goodness. But with Colorado, man, friggin' Joe Sakic, I don't know what he's doing to these teams, but to get Stinger for Bernie? This has got to be rigged. But here's my problem. They go through all this trouble, right, in acquiring this defenseman who, I mean, is awful. I mean, look at this tweet. Fifth line, let's get loud and welcome Avs Bernie to Columbus. How about no? How about no? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm a proud member of Columbus, Ohio, okay? I've lived in Columbus, Ohio since the day before I was born. And to see this mockery, this tragedy, this all the D's, everything is wrong in this world now. I mean, look at this post. Look how awful he looks. He's not good. He's a scrub. What are we doing here? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jarmo Kekalainen's made some good moves, I think. But, like, this is the last straw. This is the last straw. I know they're trying to go in a rebuilding direction. And they're trying to add younger pieces. But not like this. Not like this. Anybody but Bernie. I mean, Victory Green was on the market, for heaven's sakes. You couldn't have gotten him. You wouldn't even have to give up Stinger. Like, I don't get it. Stinger was the cornerstone piece, the franchise piece. He was like 25. What was the problem? You couldn't re-sign him? He was asking for only like $7 million. You had $20 million in cap space. What are we doing here? You might think I'm mad, but like I don't. I'm not even mad compared to the amazing folks of Columbus, Ohio. I mean, they are even more mad than me right now. I mean, I've seen people wanting to kill Bernie and slaughter him in real time. I mean, I don't want to go that far. I mean, I think he's just about a player, but you get what I mean. Like, this is awful. We want Stinger. Stinger is ours. He's ours. But now he's in Colorado? This little stingy thing in the back's gonna get cold. He's not gonna have, Coates not gonna cover that. You kidding? With Bernie, he's gonna be in Columbus. I mean, it'll work better since he has the fur and everything, and that's why he was probably in Colorado to start out. But with Stinger, how is he gonna survive the winter seasons? He's going to die. I'm sorry. I might have gotten a little bit overboard, especially with like the people saying that they wanted to kill Bernie. But this is just a dark day for Columbus fans everywhere. I mean, I've already seen some people going to Jarmo Kekalainen's office and protesting this, and I mean, I'm planning on going over there later today and joining the fight, because I think, honestly, what we're seeing here is just an apocalypse of a franchise. This is it. It's over. I mean, Columbus has been a proud franchise since 1857, and to see this happen, to see my Blue Jackets go this direction, it's awful. I mean, even the fact that Bernie's just a bad person. I mean, wasn't it like 3 years ago when he punched a guy cold-blooded? I mean, what are we doing here? It's not even. I mean, he got arrested for that. Did we all forget that? Do we all forget that Bernie punched a guy while in Avs game because he was a little bit too happy during that game? You know what I'm talking about? I mean, what are we? Stinger was the captain. He was influential. He was a great motivator. He was exactly he was exactly what all Columbus players should be. He led by example. He was what this team needed. And now we replace him with a scrub, a bum who can't play, who also assaults people? I mean, I'm happy for Colorado, except I'm not, but I'm happy for Colorado fans that they get Stinger and they get the good end of this deal. But I'm just tired. I'm just tired. So, if you don't know already, I do think the Avalanche win this deal. They get the older player, but a much more proven commodity. And in my opinion, Stinger's he's gonna be fantastic. And unfortunately, he hasn't won the cup. But I think he'll be next in line, like Ray Bourque, to win a cup in Colorado, and fortunately get his dues there. It is going to be a rough next couple of decades for the Columbus Blue Jackets, as they likely sign Bernie to like a 10-year, $7 million deal. But I'm just disappointed in this franchise. Let me know in the comments down below, though, who do you guys think wins this deal? I mean, if you think Bernie is the better player, you could probably just never exist, because I don't know if at that point if you have the brain capacity to really like it. But that was mean. Why did I say I'm in a world of emotions. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, maybe you like the deal. You're okay. I just really hate Bernie, man. And I'm really starting to hate Jarmo Kekalainen. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this deal. Who do you guys think wins this trade, the Avalanche or the Blue Jackets? Hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. My name is Nathan, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.